go.
Thank everyone for coming to our City Council special meeting. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silent reflection. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, clerk, could you please take the roll call?
Eads.
Yes, here.
Peters.
Here.
Robinson. Here. Hayes.
Present.
Hitt.
Here.
Stahl.
Here.
Smith.
All right, good to see everyone this evening, and this is our special meeting, and the purpose of our special meeting is to cover all the legislation that we have. We've had several meetings where we were short on several of our members, but we do have quite a bit here tonight. However, we are still just missing one person. So we will begin with our old business. We have tabled items, which is Ordinance 14622, Ordinance 14722, and Ordinance 15122. And from what I understand, those are still tabled. Will continue to be that way until we get new information. On for the third reading, Ordinance 17022, a motion to read by title or number.
So moved. Second.
All right, clerk, please read the ordinance.
Ordinance 17022, sponsored by Rich Hayes, and ordinance amending Ordinance 17219.
This is upping, this is not a pay raise, this is just opening the parameters up to increase the salaries of the firefighters. It's presently 11 to 13, and this will raise it to $11 to $20 an hour. And this hopefully will help us to keep some good people here. They'll not be taken by other agencies. Our pay is 11 to 13 right now, and that's not very good. So hopefully this will end up keeping some good quality people with the City of London.
All right, thank you. Any other discussion?
Second.
Our wishes? Okay, we have a motion to adopt.
Second.
All right, and a second? Yep. Clerk, please take the roll call for adoption.
Eads.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
Hitt.
Yes.
Stahl.
Yes.
Okay. On to Resolution 17122, a motion to read by title or number.
So moved.
Second.
All right, clerk, please read the resolution.
Resolution 17122, sponsored by Josh Peters, a resolution increasing appropriations.
Yeah, we need to appropriate an additional $20,000 from, when the past rec director resigned, payout.
Okay, do we have any further questions on the payout for our past Parks and Recs director? All right, our wish is here.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Second. Clerk, please take the roll call.
Peters.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
Hitt.
Yes.
Stahl.
Yes.
Eads.
Yes.
Okay. On to Resolution 17222, a motion to read by title or number.
So moved.
Second.
All right, clerk, please read the resolution.
Resolution 17222, sponsored by Josh Peters, a resolution increasing appropriations.
This is to update the electric there at Counting Park. This $15,000 would be for Ohio Edison to install a three-phase 600 amp transformer.
Okay. Any questions or discussion on 17222?
Mr. President,
Yes.
so I wasn't here, I don't think, for the original discussion of this, and I believe this and the next piece of legislation both are in order to be able to move festivals to Cowling Park, that this has to be done. Is that still the process? I mean, that's what this is eventually supposed to do, is make it available to have the electric there to move festivals, or, yes?
Yeah, from my understanding, that's would help, we would need to upgrade that in order to be more efficient for festivals and everything at the park.
Okay, and I know the mayor had shared 3, I believe, letters that he'd received. 2 were in favor, 1 was against. Have you received any more letters, Mr. Mayor? No? So have we given, although I'm in favor of moving it out of downtown, I just wanted to make sure that we gave the local businesses, whatever group that they are, the 1811 group or whoever we can give that to, if they've had an appropriate chance to speak about moving the festivals and how that helps or hurts them, how festivals help or hurt them. And this would have been on next week, but we're pushing this through tonight on a special meeting. So that was my concern, if we had any further feedback on that, or if there was any further discussion on that.
Those letters that you received, that was on the first reading, correct? Before the first reading? And you hadn't received any on the second reading at all? No? And then now we're on to the third reading here, but it would have been next week. But, as a business owner downtown myself, I've talked to several other business owners in the downtown, and they have been in favor of moving the festivals out of the downtown for years. A lot of the people that I have talked to, and they were, kind of excited to see that there is the possibility of moving these festivals out of the downtown and moving them to Cowling Park. So that's just a, firsthand from being a downtown business owner myself too.
Council President, can I say
Yes.
something?
Okay.
This legislation isn't about moving the festivals. I know that was kind of thrown into it. Cowling Park has so much potential. We can hold other events down there. We can have a band. And there's another application that festivals fill out that we can approve or not approve to have them. And that was, I think we're in our 3rd year of that process. So even if we pass this, there's still another process that they have to go to. This isn't saying that we pass this, the festivals aren't going to be downtown. Those are 2 separate things. It was just kind of talked about. We're trying to hope that we can't have festivals down there, but this doesn't mean that festivals are necessarily leaving downtown. It's just to make Cowling Park more accessible and make more things able to happen down there.
Thank you. I appreciate the clarification.
Thank you. All right, any other discussion on 17222? All right, what are our wishes now?
Move to adopt.
Second.
Adopt in a second. Clerk, please take the roll call.
Robinson,
Yes.
Hayes,
Yes.
Hitt,
Yes.
Stahl,
Yes.
Smith.
I'll have to abstain. I'm trying to pull it up here. If you want to give me just a minute to look at, you said 17222.
Yeah, 172.
For the park.
Three facial hire Edison up at Cowling.
Are we at the 3rd reading for that already?
Yeah? Yeah.
Wow. I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay, and what was the vote so far?
Everybody passed
Oh,
it.
yes, except
5
you.
yeses.
I haven't asked
So we've
Greg.
already had 5 yes, so it's already passed. Okay, yeah, I'll say,
1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah, it's already passed. So I'll say yes.
Eads,
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
Okay. On to Resolution 17322, a motion to read by title or number.
So moved.
Second.
All right. Clerk, please read the resolution.
Resolution 17322, sponsored by Josh Peters, a resolution increasing appropriations.
So this $45,000, this would be to install the 600 amp service to the park for the upgrades there.
Okay. Any discussion on 17322? This goes along with the other piece of legislation. All right, and what are our wishes here?
Move to adopt.
Second.
All right, motion and second. Clerk, please take the roll call.
Hayes,
Yes.
Hitt,
Yes.
Stahl,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Eads,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Okay. On to ordinance 17422, a motion to read by title or number.
I'll make a motion to read by title and number.
Second.
All right, Clerk, please read the ordinance.
Ordinance 17422, sponsored by Andy Hitt, an ordinance vacating an alley.
So this is alley between 11 and 15 South Main Street. I believe that's Star Trophy and Fine Designs. It's currently not utilized. All utilities have no objections to this being vacated. Both the property owners abutting the alley have no objections to this being vacated. And then there's a public hearing October 6th to address
Right.
this.
Okay. All right, on for our second reading, Resolution 17522, a motion to read by title or number.
So moved.
Second.
All right, clerk, please read the resolution.
Resolution 17522, sponsored by Anthony Smith, a resolution authorizing the Board of Public Utilities to accept a bid and enter into a contract for trash hauling services.
So what this is, which I apologize, I missed in the last meeting, and I have not had a chance to watch the minutes, so I'm not sure what was said. I spoke to Councilman Peters. I do want to say thank you to Council President Comer, letting this be brought here. It has not went through finance. So what this is we did the bid to, at our dump site for a compactor and then picking up that trash and taking it away. So what we did as council is we authorized it. We could have, at that time, authorized the BPU board to go for bid and accept the bid, but we did not really have a clear number with the way inflation and the way things were going. We didn't want to give up, just go ahead and do all of that until we had a little more of an idea. But the reason we need to pass this, there's a few reasons. Basically, we pushed as hard as we could trying to get other bids. And so we have pushed to the last minute. Rumpke's current contract is coming up very soon. Please don't quote me, but I believe if we don't pass this by the 15th, this can have to be rebid. Now, I do not believe that Rumpke's going to watch this and then go, well, they didn't receive any other bids. My next bid, we're going to raise we're going to jack up the rates. I don't believe that will happen, but since we only stand to lose if we do not pass this, I would like that we would pass this tonight. So, because what it is, Rumpke gave their bid. I believe it went up by 11%, usually, or 9%, wasn't it, Les? 9%. Usually it is 3%. They are installing a brand-new trash compactor. We literally, the bid date that it was accepted was a Friday. Les, Carol, and I, we were pushing, I believe it was it Waste Management or Republic? Yeah, one of them said like immediately they wanted no part of it. What was the other one? Republic. That was Republic, okay. I mean, we literally Thursday were begging them, emailing them, doing everything we could to get them to give us a bid. They would not give us a bid. So literally Rumpke's the only one. So if we don't pass it, and they did watch our London City Council, which I'm sure is not going to happen, but if they did, technically, they could raise, they could really jack up their price because there's nobody else. Our only other option beside them would be, we would have to buy, how much is a trash compactor, 150,000? 100. Yeah, so 100,000, we'd probably have to buy a new truck to load it up, and then we'd still have to pay for transportation, a new employee. We don't want to get into all of that. So this is our best option, and the way it looks is our only option. So, does anybody have any questions for me?
Councilman Smith, I was going to ask Mr. Guyman to come up because after the last meeting, he came up and I'm glad you just shared a lot of those same things
Yeah.
about
Oh, okay.
the process of trying to get other companies and how they had no interest
No.
because of the compactor they might have to put in place, or they just had no interest whatsoever. So I believe there's 4 companies, main companies in Ohio. Is that correct that you had mentioned? 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for some reason I thought there was a 4th, but no one else put in a bid after making an honest effort to ask them to do that.
A pestering effort. So I can tell you that when I first got on council, somebody told me, I don't remember who it was, they said the trash, these big companies are like the mafia. They don't mess with other people's turf. And I can promise you, when we first looked at privatizing the city, Republican Waste Management wanted nothing to do with it. Rumpke's the only one that would ever speak to us. So if I ever wind up missing, it was probably had something to do with Rumpke, I don't know.
And your comments tonight, maybe.
Right, the way I made it, yes, exactly. So, but, any other questions? So if there's no questions, I'd like to make a motion to suspend the 3 reading rule for 175-22.
Second.
All right, first and second. Clerk, please take the roll call for suspension.
Hitt,
Yes.
Stahl,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes,
Eads,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Hayes.
Yes.
and then I'd make a motion to adopt 175-22.
Second.
All right, first and second. Clerk, please take the roll call for adoption.
Stahl,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Eads,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Hayes,
Yes.
Hitt.
Yes.
All right, and there's, we do not have any new business, so at this time, I'd like a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
We won't have